Hey there. I wanted to talk a little bit about this COVID-19 coronavirus that is sweeping through our world at a very fast rate. Some thoughts from the record keepers, the Akashic Records. I'm a channel for the Akashic Records. I do Akashic readings, healings, teachings. I teach people how to read the records. I'm also the creator of the Illuminating Journey cards. These are all tools to help you activate your free will, to activate the choice of your soul. And when we're looking at this virus and how it impacts us, it is the big picture is to step back into spirit, into soul. Like, what is this virus all about? And to me, people have mentioned and talked about the fact that the corona means crown, right? The crown, our crown. Our crown, the head, the place where we receive messages from source. It is also to do with the earth, because this is happening to us on the earth, and we as people collectively have abused the resources of the earth. And we are in a time of recalculating our resources. So this virus is something that connects us to our immune system, how we connect to immunity, what we think about immunity, what we think about how we can protect ourselves or disconnect ourselves, when in reality we're all connected. And the virus is a reminder that none of us can escape this energy that's moving around the world. However, we can choose how we will deal with it. We can deal with it with panic. We can deal with it with greater courage and love and gratitude, all of those things that help us realize that the more we embrace that idea of being in relationship with something, even the things we don't want or agree with, the easier it is to move through it. I also believe that we're in a time of renaissance, rebirth. We're entering the Aquarian age, and we have been entering and are still entering. It's going to take a while. So we're moving out of one age into another, the age of the ones, where the ones have been predominant, into the age of the twos. So from the individual into the collective, into the idea of bringing balance into the world, or how do we balance what we have, right? Our resources and our beliefs and who they belong to. All of those are essentially essential, understanding that. So in a time of change, in a time of renaissance or revolution, rebirth, which is what renaissance means, rebirth, we are forced to deal with hardship, in the sense that there will be illness. And this is always what happens. There's always illness. There's always something that puts pressure on us as a world, as a pool, to shift. And this is definitely a mind shift, right? We have to shift our minds, we have to shift our behaviors, we have to shift our responses, our beliefs, all kinds of things, when we see the things we believe in collapsing. So it's a correction, and it can be a really uncomfortable correction, and it can hurt, because people we love can die. We ourselves can be at risk. So it is smart to think about what precautions you can take, because the idea of people isolating or separating in a physical sense, right? We're separating in a physical sense, so we're more isolated, so we can be more connected to ourselves, come to our truth. What is true for me? How do I shed the things that are not true, that are being burdensome to me, so I can be more in the light of love, right? More in the light of gratitude and in ownership of myself, so I can come to the pool, the collective, in great health, and in the health of my mind, and the health of my emotional health, and the health of my body. How can I bring that autonomy of my health, my healthy mind, healthy emotions, to the collective, so I can contribute and be a pioneer or part of the change? So these, to me, are all essential in this time we're in. Things that always happen when we have a change like this is we have some illness that decimates the world. We have systems that collapse, and we usually have a new monetary system, which may not happen right away. It's just remembering none of these things may happen right away, but things are moving very quickly. So we need to be aware that things are moving quickly, and we need to find that place within us where we can find the balance or the neutrality to look at what's happening outside without going into a panic. Or some people say, take action, right? So panic makes you take action, but not to the place where you're running around totally in fear, so you can't function, right? So you want to take the action. That means gathering data, deciding what's right for you, and then sitting with it, doing it, and then coming back. You can always reassess, right? You can always reassess what needs to be done. But it needs to be coming from a calm place. Some of the things you can do that are very helpful is meditate, ground, communicate with people online, communicate with yourself, get more connected to the earth, communicate with the earth, to source or whatever, God, whatever that thing is to you, that divine power that allows you to awaken your intuition, your awareness, your ability to function in the world, and reach out to others. Because we're isolated physically, it doesn't mean we're isolated on other levels. Emotionally, mentally, we can connect with others. But our greatest relationship is with our own intimate self, the idea of being connected to what is divine and to the earth. Listen to the earth, listen to the messages you're getting, and see how you can bring that into the reality of this time. As awful as this time is, it is also extremely liberating in the sense that it is allowing us to break away or break free of ideas, concepts, beliefs, agreements that we have had in the past. So yes, we are all pioneers, finding new ways to be in the world. And the best way to move through this is by keeping your vibration high and clear. And what brings you that? Joy, laughter, singing, dancing, grounding, meditating, communicating from the truth of who you are, not hiding your feelings, not using manipulative ways of connecting with people, but just being in truth. This is what I feel. I'm in fear. Let's talk about it. I need help. It's not, we don't, without expectation. Like we're there, we're asking for what we desire, what we need, what will help support us without expecting others to give to us, knowing that we will always be provided for. And I'd love to hear your questions about what you think. What do you want to know about when it comes to this virus and the other things we're dealing with right now? Wishing you joy and look forward to your questions. If you like the channel, please like and subscribe. Leave me a comment. I'm Jen Dushin, jendushin.com, and I look forward to talking with you again.